Peace Collective, what is going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is Milan. I am an intuitive tarot reader and psychic medium. If you guys are new here to this channel, welcome. If you guys are returning, welcome back. It means the world to me each and every single time you guys join. Thank you guys times 1,000 for being here and for deciding to spend your time and your energy here with me in these readings. As you guys know, this is going to be another general collective reading. If you guys are ever interested in personals or birth chart information, I do offer those. All the information is going to be in the description box down below, like always. Just as a quick disclaimer, you guys, this channel is not specific to any particular zodiac sign. Each and every single zodiac sign is very welcomed here with open arms. Please just take what resonates and leave the rest. If the message does not apply, let it fly. All right, readings are absolutely timeless, so if this is not the one for you today, that is totally fine. There are plenty of other readings on this channel for you guys to tap into and to check out. At the time of this recording, we are in Leo season. So shout out to all the Leos. Happy birthday to y'all. You could have Leo in your chart somewhere. You could be involved with the Leo. If not, it doesn't matter, okay? If you clicked here on this reading, then you guys are here for a reason. Make sure you guys leave a like, share if you care, subscribe, hype up the video. I would love to have y'all here, part of the family, okay? As you guys know, if you're familiar with my channel, I like to get into the lunation reading. I usually do breakdowns of full moons and new moon cycles. So at the time of this recording, well, by the time you guys catch this video as well, we are going to be in the midst of a full moon, a full buck moon in Aquarius. Okay, so shout out to all the Aquarians out there as well. You could have Aquarius in your chart. You could be involved with one. Again, if not, does not matter. Okay, I know I'm an Aquarius. I've got 5 Aquarius planets in my personal chart, including an Aquarius moon. So I'm feeling a little jiggy with this one. Okay. But we're going to get into my little TED Talk, a quick breakdown, some themes you guys can expect around this full moon, okay? Please keep in mind, there's a solar eclipse in Leo coming up on August 12th. So I'm definitely going to do a tap in on that once you get a little closer to the dates, okay? This full moon in Aquarius is represented by the first decan of Aquarius. If you guys are into decans, there's the first, second, and third for every zodiac sign. If you put it in terms of tarot, the first decan of Aquarius, which again represents this full moon, it is represented by the 5 of Swords. That is a Venus-ruled decan, okay? Now the full moons are always in opposition to the sun. That's how we get a full moon in general, regardless of the sign. But right now, the full moon is in opposition to the sun in Leo, as well as Jupiter, that is tightly conjunct with the sun at this time. So you have an opposition to the sun and Jupiter and Leo at this time. Pluto is in the sign of Aquarius, so you've got a conjunction between Pluto and the moon as well at this time, okay? If you guys go back to February of this year, 2026, so about 6 months ago, there was a solar eclipse in the sign of Aquarius. So this is pretty much a massive chapter completion over what has occurred since whatever you guys started, whatever you initiated, whatever you planted, whatever you had going on in your life at the time of February 2026. This would be considered the chapter completion, and it's time to move on or evolve and grow into the next chapter, okay? Of course, full moons always represent heightened intuition, release, revelations, and closure. Another thing you could expect with this full moon would be clarity through logical and emotionally detached perspectives. As you guys know, Aquarius energy is a sharpshooter when it comes to the truth. It's very analytical, it's very logical. It can be very emotionally detached as well, which is kind of like a superpower when it comes to making mind over heart decisions. Head over heart decisions, I meant to say. And looking at a situation objectively, basically, without the rose-colored goggles on, okay? Intense emotional experiences that you might be forced to sit with and expose what has been avoided. Now, that theme is closely tied to the conjunction going on with Pluto at this time. Pluto can represent massive rebirths, transformations and changes within oneself, like a complete uproot. So, and Pluto can be a little intense emotionally. Okay, it naturally rules over Scorpio. This moon, I don't feel like is going to be a heavily emotional one, again, because it's in a very detached sign of Aquarius. However, that conjunction to Pluto might incite some type of repressed memories or emotions and bring them to the surface. Okay, again, intense emotional experiences that we might be forced to sit with, think about, analyze, really get real and objective with, okay, to expose what we've been avoiding. Awareness of unhealthy emotional patterns, attachments, or fears that have been dictating our decision making. Okay, another theme with that conjunction to Pluto and Aquarius. Again, I feel like Aquarius energy is wanting us to objectively analyze and really sift through what is real and what is not. And even if that includes unhealthy attachments and emotional patterns that are not in alignment with where we're going next, because a lot of times we operate from programmed mindsets, programmed emotional patterns, and they can essentially dictate the life that we live, the decisions that we make moving forward. So having the acknowledgement and awareness of those unhealthy, again, patterns or attachments or fears is going to be really significant with this full moon. Okay, and for some of you guys, some of those themes might be a little heavier than others. Okay, but it's all to kind of just, again, with the full moon energy, just to release and let go of what is not, again, in alignment with whatever the next chapter is. Okay, and with Pluto again being in the picture, it could come off or feel a little more deep or intense than just your average Aquarius moon illumination. Okay, another theme, making decisions for the future objectively, is going to be important. Releasing what does not align with the future, or again, anything that's outdated, mindsets, like I already mentioned before, emotional patterns, sleeping patterns, habits, or vices. If they're not in alignment with the future version of yourself that you've already manifested or visualized, I feel like this full moon is really gonna allow you to dissect, and again, an objective way with no emotional attachment there, about what really is working and what's not. All right. Confidence, faith in your wishes, creativity, leadership, and full authenticity. So this theme is full moon in Aquarius all day, but again, we do have the opposition with the sun and Jupiter in Leo influencing that as well. Okay, again, Leo is very bold, it's very confident, it's a leadership, heart-based type of energy. It's confident and it's very authentic. The same way Aquarius is very individualistic and authentic. Authenticity and leading with that is going to be very important, okay? And being confident in that authenticity and having faith when it comes to your hopes and dreams and wishes is important, okay? Applying structure, confidence, and authenticity to the long-term vision. The reason why I brought up structure is because Aquarius is naturally ruled by the planet Saturn. We've got Saturn currently stationed retrograde in Aries at this time, which could, over the next 3 years while Saturn is in Aries, it could create this push and pull power dynamic between wanting answers and wanting things done right away, running results right now, when Saturn is asking for patience, consistency, and for you to show up even when the results aren't loud or immediate. Okay, so Aquarius likes structure. Aquarius likes its freedom and likes individuality, yes, and being a free spirit, but it's also a fixed sign, again, ruled by Saturn. So it also does enjoy and it can also benefit off of structure, responsibility, routine. Okay, so applying structure, confidence, and authenticity to the long-term vision. Aquarius rules over the future, innovation. So anything that has your long-term goals attached to it, that's also Saturn energy. It's got to have confidence and authenticity applied to it. Replacing ego for humility an emphasis on the collective. As you know, Aquarius is the water bearer, the humanitarian. Okay, we gotta love all the animals and all the little babies of the world. Just give back, give back, give back. Aquarius is a very selfless sign, not a selfish sign more often than not. So you might find yourself highlighting more humility or putting yourself in your soul tribe, and applying yourself or your mindset to more collective themes versus ego and self-serving themes. Again, this moon is represented by the first decan of Aquarius. If you put that into terms of tarot, 5 of Swords, which is Venus ruled, that can look like maintaining your authenticity. Let me rewind myself. Maintaining your authenticity may disappoint others. So, you know, the 5 of Swords can sometimes have this energy of defeat, jealousy, envy sometimes, argumentative energy with the 5 of Swords. But again, Aquarius is asking for you to be your full authentic self, regardless of who's in the room with you. So maintaining your authenticity may disappoint others at this time, especially if you are being very objective and looking at a situation for exactly what it is, removed of the emotional attachment and rose-colored goggles attached to it, okay? At what cost are you willing to make a shift? That's important. Okay, how important is a shift or a change or the future version of yourself to you? How important is that to you at this time? Because what are you willing to pay or what are you willing to do to achieve it? You're going to be very tested in that aspect at this time, some of you. Redefining of relationships is a theme here as well. Objective realization of what needs to change or be released. And again, that redefining of certain relationships may just disappoint other people, okay? And stripping away all that is false. Aquarius, again, is a sharpshooter, very true, honest, logical, cut away all the bullshit, all the weeds type of zodiac sign to get to the facts, to get to the truth. So stripping away and illuminating all that is false at this time is going to be a theme too. Again, to kind of clear the path, clear the way and clear the road and clear the path to the next phase, the next chapter. And I meant to say this too, the nodes are shifting. The North Node has moved into Aquarius as well. So with the North Node being in Aquarius, that's destiny, purpose, literally the next phase, the next chapter. And with the Sun and Jupiter dancing around in this energy as well, it's giving growth and expansion and opportunity written all over it, okay? Let's see, we're going to get into this Moonology deck. That was my TED Talk for the day. If somebody wants to timestamp the reading, you're more than welcome to, but I definitely highly encourage you guys to watch the breakdown as it bleeds into the rest of the reading, okay? But we're going to get into this Moonology deck, and then we're going to get into some other Oracle and some Tarot a little bit later to clarify, okay? What is the collective to hear at this time? Please and thank you. When it comes to this full moon in Aquarius, please and thank you. Ooh. Let's see. You have look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. So some of you guys could have Sagittarius in your chart as well. Or your Sagittarius part of your chart could be activated. There's a bow and arrow on this card. Okay. So I mentioned a little while ago how this is very sharpshooter, get to the bottom of things, get to the truth type of energy. Sagittarius is also a truth seeker as well. So some of you guys may be needing to look at the bigger picture of things. And I'm hearing take a leap of faith towards something as well in order to achieve some type of goal, a dream, a wish, a manifestation. Okay, some of you guys might be kind of your own worst enemies or standing in your own way. For some of you guys, not for everybody. Let's see. Super moon. Okay, so 2 full moon energies showing up. It says emotions are running high. And for those of you that may have skipped the breakdown, I literally just said that. Pluto being in effect here, conjunct to this full moon in Aquarius, Pluto is going to bring a lot of heightened emotions to what normally would be an emotionally detached full moon. Okay, full moons are already kind of emotionally weary. They can be. But usually in the sign of Aquarius or like the sign of Capricorn, maybe even Virgo, it's not always that emotionally in depth. However, with Pluto again playing in the atmosphere here, it might have some type of supercharged or extra layer to get beneath when it comes to an emotional state here for you guys. Okay, emotions are running high at this time. I'm hearing the word anxiety, so you guys can be like a little anxious about something here, anxious about taking a leap of faith. What is here, please? This full moon in Aquarius. Yeah, communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Somebody here could have a Gemini moon, okay? Maybe a Sagittarius moon. Communication is key. I just heard, I say this all the time, closed mouths don't get fed, you guys. If there's something here, you know, that is being highlighted or resurfacing under this full moon and you want to let it be known or talk about it, there could be something that's like boiling underneath the surface emotionally for you or someone else around you at this time, where something here needs to be communicated, okay? Communication is key. Someone here could be a twin as well or something. What is this? And then you have new moon in Capricorn, okay? Your hard work is paying off. Some of you guys could be having anxiety that maybe something here that you're working on or working towards, or you've put a lot of emotional intensity behind, is not paying off. But here's the confirmation that it is. Okay, and again, closed mouths don't get fed physically nor spiritually, you guys, okay? I just got an intuitive download. You know, your spirit team could be very curious about where you've been at lately, okay? They haven't heard from you in a while for some of you. But your hard work is paying off, okay? Capricorn season, Gemini season could be important. But some of y'all maybe just don't see it coming right now with the moon being completely blackened and darked out, okay? Read into another deck. Yeah, your hard work is paying off here. Some of you guys are going through like a massive reset emotionally here too. And some of you guys may have been doing a lot of shadow work. That requires a lot of hard work too. I'm hearing the word soul searching. Okay. And you have new moon in Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. All right. We're going to get into another deck. Yeah, guys, if this is making any sense to you or you like the vibes here on the channel, definitely feel free to leave a like, share if you care, leave a comment, okay? How does this new moon make you feel this go around with this new moon, with this full moon in Aquarius, okay? Let's see. Look at the bigger picture. Are you guys taking advantage of the sun being close at home next to Jupiter, okay? You guys taking advantage of that? What is this? Look at the bigger picture. Loyalty. Okay, someone could have just gotten like a new dog or something, maybe a cat, but someone here could be getting like introducing a new pet to the house. It says loyalty, true friendship, and loyalty are among the most important values. Be loyal to your friends. Okay, some of you guys, your loyalty could be tested, your commitment could be getting tested at this time. Someone else around you, their loyalty could be tested. Okay. Or maybe like something, loyalty has been tested when it comes to something, again, you are putting your mind to or your heart to, committing to something. Look at the bigger picture. Okay, what is this? Emotions are running high, supermoon. Be loyal to your friends. Some of you guys, with this full moon in Aquarius, again, Aquarius energy can be highly revolved around the collective and humanitarianism. So I do feel like a lot of you guys are going to be, or start to be, directed more to your genuine soul tribe. Especially if you feel like you've been surrounded by a lot of people who are maybe kind of fake or don't have your best intentions at hand or don't really like, see it for you or want the best for you and things like that. Okay. I see you guys gaining more of a sense of community. All right. Congratulations. Let's see, what is this? Emotions are running high. Flexibility. Okay, it says adapt slowly by using versatility. Compromise, adaptation, and change. Be flexible in your methods. So with this showing up, I definitely feel like there's a need for some type of shift or change. But like I mentioned in my little TED Talk, my breakdown earlier, I do feel like this full moon is going to highlight themes of, what are y'all willing to release, or what are you guys willing to look at objectively in order to have some type of change. Okay, be flexible in your methods. Some of you guys could be anxious about multiple streams of income or juggling a lot at one time right now. Okay. Something about 8 days, 8 weeks could be significant. Okay, because there's like 8 legs on this octopus here. So you guys are very versatile. That's another thing with this new moon in Gemini showing up. Gemini energy is very versatile. It's adaptable. It can kind of fit into any box. Some of you guys are very charming. So some of you guys might use your charm and stuff like that to I don't know, get into certain rooms and whatnot. Let's see. Some of you guys could be moving or relocating as well, is what I'm getting with this. And you're being asked to be flexible at this time when it comes to making something happen. What is communication? Is key. And I do feel like someone here may be having anxiety about saying something to you, expressing something to you, or this could be you. Some of you guys could be afraid to ask for help as well. Okay. Ooh, nice. Success is showing up. Okay. I think it's a song. I'm hearing a Drake song. I think the song is called Trophies. Does he have a song called Trophies? Drake, maybe a Scorpio, could be significant as well. But it says choosing the right direction and actively overcoming difficulties. You're on the right track. Congratulations. So yeah, you're on the right track, but I still feel like for some of you guys, your spirit team still wants to hear from you. Is the download that I keep receiving, okay? I do feel like this full moon could be almost kind of like a really, really significant reset button that a lot of y'all are hitting, and maybe taking it a lot more seriously than the other reset buttons that maybe you've tried to hit before. Again, maybe didn't necessarily commit to it fully. Okay, but again, with that Saturn and Aries energy, discipline, commitment, structure, routine, responsibility, dedication is the only thing that's going to get results at this time. Okay, no matter what you apply that to. And with this full moon illumination here, some of you guys may be really realizing that. Okay, what is this? Your hard work is paying off. And that, again, being here with this success card, whether you guys see it or not, I just saw 2222, whether you guys see it or not, you know, there is some type of success here when it comes to the decisions that you're making. Even the decisions that you're making that may be making other people that you're used to being around, wearing a mask for, showing up and showing out for all the time, even if they are disappointed in certain choices you are making, okay? Let's see, your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. It's kind of like getting rid of dead weight is what this feels like, okay? Gambling. It says excessive gambling can have dangerous consequences. Don't risk too much. Okay, so some of you guys have been making some type of financial investment. Let me have a more on this. Gambling. So someone here works at a casino or could be getting a new job at a casino. I mentioned this in a reading I did maybe a couple days ago about how someone could literally make a living off of poker or gambling. Okay, let's see. Don't risk too much. You get one more on this? Let's see. Okay, nice. A new beginning. Okay, so wow, you can't make this up. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Some of you guys may have to take a risk or take a gamble, or what I said before, take a leap of faith toward a new beginning here, okay? You will start a new job, a new life, and a clean sweep. Hit the reset button. Thank you for the confirmation, because I swear I just said that. Some of y'all are hitting a massive reset button, and you're actually committing to it this time, okay? It's Capricorn energy, and your hard work is going to pay off. Or what may have seemed difficult at first to do, your hard work is going to pay off. So obviously, you know, don't make uncalculated, unthought of risk. Okay, again, Aquarius full moon, this is still a very logical, objective sign. It doesn't just jump off the porch, okay? So it's cool to gamble or take risk, but take a calculated risk. There's something here that I feel like is gonna grab your attention, or there's an opportunity here to either hit the reset button or start fresh, start over for some of y'all. And I feel like your spirit team is asking you to go ahead and take a risk on it or take a chance. Okay? because something here is going to end up paying off in the long run, even if that means taking a chance or a leap of faith on yourself toward doing something different, learning something new, whatever, on a relationship. Okay. Yep, express your creative self. And there goes that Leo energy. The sun and Jupiter are both in Leo. Open up your heart and connect with others. That's perfect for this energy. Okay, expression. Express your creative self. Someone can be like into AI, technology, and whatnot. Okay. But let's see. We're going to get into the tarot. I really didn't want to keep this reading too long. I'm really trying to practice more with not like doing readings that are like more than 40 minutes if I can help it. I'm so bad at that, but I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying, okay? But unless you guys like the long extended readings, then okay, I'll keep doing them, but I do try to be mindful of everybody's time. But let's see. Let's get into some tarot. This is making any sense. Again, leave a like, share if you care. What is this? Loyalty. Look at the bigger picture, please and thank you. Again, be loyal to your friends. True friendship and loyalty are among the most important values. Some of you guys, again, could be your loyalty or your commitment to something or someone could be tested, or somebody around you, or you're going to realize there could be some type of exposure here about who's actually loyal and who's not, okay? Oh, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. So straight off the bat, heavy Virgo towards Capricorn showing up. This is definitely slow and steady wins the race, you guys, okay? Here it is, that new beginning, that new opportunity being presented, being offered. Ace of Pentacles is something stable as well. You can build a solid foundation off of the Ace of Pentacles, okay? And the Knight being here, the Knight is someone that's trustworthy, someone you can rely on. They may procrastinate or take their time doing things or coming forward, but they usually do, and it's with something stable, okay? And this could be you guys as well. Slow and steady wins the race. I see you guys building something here. And I definitely see like an increase in your finances, a raise, a promotion, or some type of like financial offer here. All right, what is this? Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. What is this? Ooh, the Seven of Swords showing up. Okay, so Aquarius energy here. Seven of Swords can obviously, you know, that's not everybody's favorite card. Seven of Swords can sometimes represent, you know, trying to get away with something, sneaking and geeking, or trying to like figure out a situation. So the Seven of Swords can also represent planning and strategizing as well. Okay, I did mention earlier in my notes, in my breakdown, how applying structure for the long-term vision is going to be important. So some of you guys could be trying to figure out like a new game plan, or figure out a new way to make money, another source of income, or how to make your money work for you, or something to that degree, okay? I just got to download. Some of you guys could be like trying to figure out your way, how to like get out of a job into another job. Okay, let's see, what is this? Be careful also too, someone here, some of you guys could have been in a situation where like money was stolen. There could have been like a scam or a fraud thing that's going to be like exposed or something like that. Someone's bank account could have been compromised or something like that, but I definitely see that coming to the surface. Again, full moon energy is great for that, illuminating things that may have been buried underneath the surface. And again, with Pluto being in the picture, these things, feelings, emotions, revelations, whatever, may have been buried under the surface for a long time. Okay, look, here it is, the Empress. Wow, Libra, Taurus. Some of you guys are trying to figure out how to become like the newest, highest version of yourself, okay? Someone here could be trying to plan and strategize how to like propose to you, or how to make you a solid offer, even though this may have taken a long time. Interesting. Okay, the Empress, that could be a mother figure, okay, or birthing something new, a new idea, a new project. Someone who could be like a CEO, the head of a company. I just said that before. Someone who could be getting a raise or promotion, or starting a new career somewhere, and it's like you're gonna rise in the ranks very quickly. I see someone here like maybe getting initiated spiritually as well. Congratulations if that sounds like you. Yeah, the Empress is very poised, very respected, very respectful, very beautiful, or handsome if you're a man, okay? It's like she knows what she wants. She's very confident in herself. Ooh, some of you guys may need to work on your confidence too as well in order to get where it is you want to be. It's like maybe you can visualize or see yourself in this Empress or Emperor status, but maybe again with like some type of issues with fears or attachments to old outdated mindsets to fear and stuff like that could be holding you back mentally or something from this emperor status. Okay, what is this? Ooh, 9 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles showing up. Okay, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag, the 9 of Wands. It can be a wounded warrior or somebody who's been through a lot. They've seen a lot, but they usually come out the winner on top at the end of the day. You know, they may lose a few battles, but they win the war. 9 of Wands is definitely a very persistent card, okay? So I mentioned before, like your patience could definitely be getting tested at this time, collective, or you're realizing that. Some of y'all are realizing like what it is y'all need to commit to in order to get to where it is you want to be, even though it's difficult or it's been hard. It's been very testing and trying. Okay, 8 of Pentacles definitely ask for dedication, focus, all right, attention to detail. Okay, and I feel like your spirit team wants you to look at the bigger picture, because that was the very, very first card out. Look at the bigger picture of something, because it's almost like, again, brighter days are ahead, or there's a new beginning here that some of y'all are at the very, very grasp of, or you just started, and something here is going to pay off with this 8 of Pentacles, okay? I definitely see someone here getting a new job or being like a business owner, or like, again, the head of a company with more responsibility here. There's going to be someone here in a position that's going to have a lot more responsibility attached to it, but also it's going to come with a lot more money. Okay. What is this? Oh, 10 of Swords. Okay. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. Someone's mom could have like backstabbed them or betrayed them or something like that. Okay, that's very specific. Yeah, look, the Death card. So like a relationship may have come to an end. So for some of y'all, it's like, even if you had to like cut off a parental figure very harshly or something, again, I mentioned in my notes, it's like even are maintaining the most authentic version of yourself may come at a cost, and that cost might be other people not being in alignment with it, understanding it, not liking it. Okay, so some of y'all may have had to cut off certain relationships here that you were very comfortable in or attached to, and it may have hurt you or other people. And for some of you guys, even may have been a parental figure. Okay, or maybe for some of you guys, an old version of yourself. Someone here could have gotten like betrayed or backstabbed by like a baby mom or a baby father, if not, you know, your mother or father or something like that. A grandparent with this Empress here. What is this? But it's like that betrayal was exactly what you needed here for some of y'all collective, okay? Or what this other person needed. What is this? 4 of Pentacles. Holding back, a little stubborn, okay? Some of you guys I mentioned before could have been standing in your own way. Or this other person you're connected to, if I'm not talking about you, that's fine. Someone here could have been kind of standing in their own way, a little stubborn to change or stubborn to something new. And for some of y'all, nothing bad necessarily had to happen in order to embrace a new beginning. That's not always the case for everybody. For some of y'all, it's just a new opportunity may have presented itself, but maybe, again, you're just too stubborn or too comfortable or don't trust what the universe is trying to provide to you. It may not even have anything to do with anybody else or betrayal or anything like that at all, okay? You guys know your story better than I do. Yeah, I see some of you guys like putting money again toward like some type of investment plan, or maybe holding back again for some type of certain vices here in order to save money or invest it elsewhere, maybe into like a business or stocks and things like that, okay, in order to establish some type of financial foundation for yourself, okay? And again, your spirit team is definitely asking you not to be so stubborn at this time. Again, look at the bigger picture, be flexible when it comes to something here, okay? Oh, the star and the moon. Wow. Okay, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and look, King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini again. So communication is key. We did see that. Some of you guys, I mentioned before, your spirit team is like, where have you been at? We haven't heard from you in a minute. We miss you. We need to hear from you. Okay, again, closed mouths do not get fed, but there's some type of wish fulfillment here or a breakthrough, and even some type of breakthrough when it comes to like spiritual healing, possibly. That could come from an emotional reset. Again, this release, some type of illumination, or some type of very eye-opening, truthful, honest, heartfelt conversation for some of you with this King of Swords, okay? He was just peeking at the top of the deck, but yeah. And I do see that fear with this moon card. Again, Pluto conjunct the moon is definitely asking you guys to recognize and really analyze and figure out what it is that you've been attached to emotionally, fear-wise, any type of unhealthy attachments that have been holding you back or keeping you stuck, okay? And they may be harsh ones that maybe you didn't want to acknowledge before, you or another person. Okay, somebody could want to literally give you like the sun, the moon, and the stars, but it's like they hold back. They could be a little stubborn or shy, or again, not trusting what type of leap of faith, and not trusting what a new beginning has in store for you or for them. Okay, insecurities. I mentioned that earlier. Okay, and look, the King of Pentacles, maybe from some type of financial success here or stability. Okay. Yep, I definitely see someone here getting a new job, some type of good news coming in from maybe like some type of financial institution. Congratulations, okay? Yeah, and the star is definitely like a wish fulfillment or some type of spiritual healing, okay? I just feel like for some of you guys, being stubborn to like a fresh start, or again, whatever is resurfacing emotionally for you at this time that you're being honest and objective about, is going to be important to either like let go or release or shift your perspective about. Okay, but I definitely see someone here trying to like plan and figure out and strategize the best course of action, even if that means like, again, cutting off or ending certain relationships or connections that may hurt. It may not feel that great, okay, for either you or the other person. Okay, but it's for a much bigger purpose. Again, the very first card was what? Look at the bigger picture. Okay, somebody here, like their loyalty might be like exposed, or again, the exposure of what actually isn't working for you, what actually isn't in alignment with the future version that you see or visualize for yourselves. Okay, and it's okay. That's okay. You know, again, it's kind of like releasing dead weight almost, if you will. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this reading here, you guys. I told you I was gonna try my best to keep this under 40 minutes, 45 minutes from moving forward. So I appreciate y'all so much for being here and for tapping in with me for this full moon reading. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.